Hello, hello. Okay. So, good morning, Lindsay. Can do away with that. Oh. Let's see where it is. Let's see where it is. Here. All right. So, good morning, guys. I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. Also for those of us who find ourselves on this channel without any Piscean anything. You're probably an empath. You're probably needing messages from your soul. So, let's get started. So, congratulations again to Ben, the winner of the raffle. That was fun. Oh my gosh. I'm going to find something else to raffle. I'm not even joking. I like that. Wow. Okay. I did. I really, really like that. That was fun, and I was nervous, and then I was excited, and then I was ecstatic. So let me just get these cards ready. Okay. Here goes. Okay. Some of that. Some of this. Some of that. Some of this. Some of that. You guys. Okay. So Michael says I need to admit what I just did. I'm trying not to look at the cards as I shuffle them. And I got the sense of a specific card at the bottom of the deck again. And then I tried to be sneaky. I tried to be sneaky and view the card at the bottom of the deck through my phone, through the reflection on my phone. I'm being honest. So I'm just being transparent. Michael says I now have to pull that card out. Anywho. Do you guys see my face as I tried to be sneaky? Whatever. Anyways. He really gives no breaks. He gives no F's, no breaks, no ABCs, no nothing. He gives no nothing. All right. I asked what this reading was going to be about. And what I was told was something specific. Like espasol. That's a Filipino dessert. Oh my god, espasol. Oh my god, I used to eat so much espasol. It's ridiculous. I would eat it until I would feel like just hurling. Anywho, okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I just grabbed you by the face. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Let me really start now. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard, what I was told, is embracing what deeply wants you. Just breathe it out. Breathe it out. Okay. First and foremost, intention. What's your intention right now? What is it that you're trying to accomplish for yourself? Um, maybe for your family. What is the goal? Because there needs to be a goal of what you're trying to do. And I think what ends up happening is we set this goal based on what we think other people in our environment would like from us, would like us to achieve. Um, what would make them proud, and it's not always in alignment with what we need. It's not always in alignment with what we want, the path that we know we need to be on. And I think this is really a time for you to set that intent, to really know what you want. Sometimes what you want is a very thing that, it's the very thing that's trying to find its way to you. It could be a situation, an opportunity. It could be a person, but I just want to make sure everyone is aware. It could be so much more than just a person. It could be so much more than just a specific person, right? Alchemist. It's time for you to begin initiating that alchemical change where you are taking one thing and making it into something completely different. Alchemy creates permanent change. I don't know if you guys know that. You can take iron, this was their goal a long time ago. To take a cheaper metal, a more commonly found metal, and turn it into gold, right? They want to turn that into gold, something super de duper valuable. And once they do that, it doesn't revert back to the older, cheaper metal. It's permanently gold. So you need to make sure that whatever this is, you're prepared for a permanent change. It will permanently alter your life. And so it becomes necessary for you to set that intention of exactly what it is you want. And when you set that intention, you can then begin really cultivating your space to prepare yourself to receive it and embrace it. That's a beautiful thing. So, next card. It's an upside down masculine. Are we doing people projects still? We're not doing people projects anymore, right? You're not randomly collecting people to turn into projects, people who you will save from themselves and, right? That's not the intent. So if there is a specific person that you really, really want, I mean, I don't know. My logic, my personal logic is if they don't want you back, like naturally want you back, if it's unrequited love, it's not reciprocal. I mean, no thank you. There's no thank you. I don't need none of that. I just don't. But I guess some of us do want that. So, okay. Um how about we I did ignore my call. Now he says it's obvious. It's not like I was trying to fucking hide it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not like I was hiding it. I was just trying to be discreet. um, I do have a disdain for you today. So if you really want this upside down Michael, is this reading about you, Michael? He does kind of look like you. Is that like an angelic vape? I tell myself jokes. He goes, so now you're telling jokes. So yeah, I'm telling myself jokes. It was funny. It was funny, right? That's an angel vape. That's how angels vape. It's like a whole, set. Okay, I'll stop. Whatever. Anywho, is this an upside down masculine? And if this is what you really want, maybe you can set the intention of them fixing themselves, right? Of them getting themselves right side up before they ever approach you. That's a reasonable, that is a reasonable intention. It's reasonable. This is something that's no longer a secret. It's not a secret that I ignore Michael half the time. That's not a secret. That was never a secret. Um, but what secret are is this about? Okay. Okay, this is weird. So there was this magical thing that happened. It was an upside down magical thing. I'm wondering because the masculine was upside down. I'm wondering if this is what caused the masculine to be upside down, right? Someone did some magical something, got this poor fella upside down in his perception. And if this is what you think, this is not your imagination. Okay? This is what their higher self is whispering to you. I mean, look. Tell me they don't look the same. Tell me they don't look the same. They look the same. That's the same masculine, right? That could also indicate that someone has been trying to have communication with you for quite some time. Send them to etheric voicemail. Do do do. Etheric voicemail box is now full. Michael's asking me if I'm amused with myself. I kind of am. I kind of am. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm wondering if maybe you've sent too many messages to etheric voicemail. And because the mailbox is full, there's other channels that are being exploited, that are being explored to get you the messages that you need, right? Because you need these messages. You need it. Okay. Let me stop. I'm having too much fun right now. Okay. So I saw this card, Watchtower of the East and Spring. Either you're in a tower and you're watching east of this person, like you live east of them, you're currently east of them, something with the east, or they'll be coming from the east. From the left? Is that from the right? Depends on your perspective, does it not? Huh. So that would be my right, their left. Left. Sometimes my dyslexia is just really so inconvenient. Left side feminine. Is it feminine or is it masculine? Okay. Which side of the body is female? Left side of the body. So they're going to be approaching from their left, your right. It's almost this sense of like they're going to feel, I don't know, like approach from a more nurturing standpoint. And and then you're going to receive it from a more masculine patriarchal standpoint. I wonder if this is someone that's disappointed you in the past, and then so now like if they do try and reconnect with you, you're like, what the fuck you want? I would totally say it. What the fuck you want? What you want now? That's, yeah, I would. So let's see. Celebration. So today is a celebration. Okay, balance, celebration. So it's almost like there's something that's trying to be established, something that one day you might celebrate. It might be one day soon, it might be far off, But this thing that you can celebrate at some point, it's going to reestablish balance in your life. It has to be multiplied by 3. It has to be multiplied by 3. So 3 hours, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, 3 lifetimes. It's not excessive, it's a potentiality. Michael says, aren't lifetimes too excessive? No, it's a potential. So it has to be multiplied by 3. See, 3 and 3, 3 little nubbies, 3 little nubbies, right? So balance will be restored, but this lack of belief in this process is not going to help you. It's not going to help you restore any type of balance in your life. I almost wonder if this person's proximity to you is what will be the very thing to initiate the restoration of balance. I don't know. Let's see. See, look, it's from that seed. It will germinate and become a full on sacred journey. So, oh, they're witnessing something in you that's planting seeds. Seeds. It's planting seeds within their logic, within their cognition, and as those seeds are planted, more and more that bravery rises up. So 3 weeks, 3 hours, 3 weeks, 3 months. It depends on the level of compliance that both of you have. If you're both going to be compliant, then it will be much sooner than it is later, right? Do you even want reconnection? I think that's something you need to ask yourself. The answer is going to be different for everyone. Okay. So, your shine is the very thing that they use to reflect upon. They reflect on that quite a bit. This is someone who is a mirrored soul. Your shine is what illuminates what they need to work on within themselves. As of right now, they're not a free spirit. That could be one of two things. They're either in a situation where they don't have the luxury of reaching out to you, or that's letting you know that they are still alive. Because a free spirit could be a spirit that has let go of its corporeal freaking vehicle. So I'm slightly morbid sometimes. Sometimes throughout the day. I do. I have a morbid sense of humor often throughout the day. It's rather morbid. But, it's a nice balance between my kawaii side. Okay, I'll stop messing around. Yeah, no, seriously. It seems as though okay, so look, I've never seen it that way before. See all those green curls, and then see all those white and blue and purpley lines? See, this is you keeping that energy to yourself, and this is you as you allow that energy. It looks like a hook is coming out my head. This is you if you allow that energy to unfurl. So it's like the time for withholding yourself is coming to a close. How can I be exclusive and elusive if I don't withhold myself, though? So, the concept of being exclusive and elusive, for many of us, that's just some intellectualized form of avoidance, is what Michael is saying. It's an intellectualized form of avoidance. And so long as you avoid the very thing that deeply wants you, whether it's a situation or an individual, then you won't have it. You won't have it. So avoidance is needing to be halted. Okay, surrender, strength, and intuition. Ooh, is this like going to be a submission move? So surrender and then strength in reverse. This is kind of telling me like maybe you're not going to have, um, ew, ew. You're not going to have the ability to my face. What's wrong with my face? Michael says, your face, and your mom. I'm joking. I'm joking. He goes, my mom. I'm joking. So the big ew comes from this potential that you might not be able to like push this away from you. You might not be able to deny this. Your mom and your face. And your dad too. Tossing your cousins. I don't give a shit, Michael. He goes, my, you're clearing out your throat chakra today, aren't you? Yes. So yeah, no, I think someone's gonna get their way. Hopefully it's you. Hopefully you get your way. I don't know if this is something that is going to frustrate you or what, but it's the intrigue. It's so uncomfortable. This whole reading is so uncomfortable. I've decided to look at houses. And now I'm going to go ahead and just check my credit because, like, oh, yay, more points. Let's go ahead and let's just browse Amazon really quick. What do we need? Do we need something? Oh, I wonder if I can get some GSC same day. He says, "Are you serious?" I'm so fucking serious. I'm so serious. Like, why would I joke about GSC? What is this? Yes! I can get it today. Let's go ahead and let's get like 3 or 4 of them. No, one-time purchase. 4 of them. Bitch. It's because okay, how about 2? Okay, maybe 3. Let's try 3. Bitch. Okay, the limit is 2 if I want to get it today. Add to cart. I'm just saying, this whole subject matter is just subpar. I know. Yes, don't you think you're being a bit Ooh, okay. There's an oracle deck inside my card. Okay. And it's dragons. Well, let's do that. Let's go ahead and check this out. 1 second, guys. I need to complete this because what I always do is I get to that point where you're like super close to completing it. And then I halt. I'm like, "Oh, hold on. I got to do something really quick." And then instead of completing it after I complete what I'm doing really quick, I just wait for it to be delivered, which it never is. So that's what ends up happening. We have GSC on the way. It's coming today in several hours. GSC. Okay. Yeah, I think someone's gonna try a submission move on you. I think it might work. It might actually work. I don't know. This might be someone who has been watching you for a prolonged period and they know exactly the buttons to push intuition and walk your truth. So you already intuitively know if this applies to you. Some of you are not walking your truth. Some of you are acting like this doesn't apply to you, like, fuck that mofo. No, baby, I know you want to, but no, baby, it applies to you. It applies to you. So that's why we gonna shop today. I'm just saying. Private crystal showing? No, I can't. I cannot. I can, but I cannot. I cannot. No, no. You just got crystal. Stop it. I really, oh my God, I have to show you guys the most amazing crystals ever. Celestial teacher in reverse. So you're no longer doing the teaching. This is someone that's going to teach you about you. They're going to teach you about you. Oh my God, this is the intrigue. The intrigue. Wouldn't it be some shit if this person like moved in the same city as you? That they somehow end up in the same city as you? That would be some shit. I would move again. I would. I would. I would move again. I don't know. I don't know, guys. There's some stuff that the energy of this reading is intense. It's making my ears like ring and itch and everything. So their soul journey is coming to an end. Someone's soul journey is coming to an end. I wonder if it's you. I wonder if it's them. But this is like this is becoming the ultimate love reading. Well, see, the thing is, Lindsay, I don't think they know where you are. I don't think this person knows where you are. I think it's like creation is just forcing the two of you to butt heads. You know, the journey is done. Whoever decided to go on a journey and avoid, the one that initiated that, your running days, your sailing days, your driving away days are done. Ah, they're done. And I mean, I don't know. The dragons are coming back. The dragons are definitely coming back. And I'm wondering how this ties in. Maybe this is someone you've known since the days of dragons. I don't know. Dispel darkness. There's still a lot of confusion and almost like I want to say mayhem. It's this sense of like someone is needing to basically undo the foolery that they've gotten themselves into. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's someone else. What else do we need from Amazon? Do we need any more supplements? I just consistently shop for supplements on Amazon. Um let me just la 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 bow to your partner. Then you turn around. Okay. The contract will be fulfilled, I guess. I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. I'm not claiming any part of this shit right here, is what I'm saying. I'm reading for all of y'all. See, I wasn't even gonna go live right now. I was just like, I'm gonna, spend time with my family and just make it a family day. And then, oh no, after I did the announcement, and I went out there, and then my husband's like, "You're not having church? A lot of people are waiting for church." And now look. Ooh. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You should have just took me to go eat breakfast is what should have happened. So card number 10, overcome, but it's in reverse. This is something that can't be overcome. This is a full on creation is forcing a submission move. Creation is forcing the submission of whoever was the most defiant. Okay? Whoever was the most defiant. You guys, thank you so much. It is my son's birthday today. That's why I wasn't going to. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bammy. Happy birthday to you. So, card number 39, protection sigil. Your sword is being boxed up. You're not going to be able to fight this. Good thing this is not my reading. I'm just saying. You're not going to be able to fight this. This is something I don't. Okay, so let's look at it from an opportunity point of view, right? So this is an opportunity for you to make some money. I don't know. Seriously, it might be as we're heading into a recession. If you've played your cards right, you could potentially be positioned to expand your wealth exponentially. I'm just saying. You might be able to. You might be able to do things that seem risky on the outside. You have to trust your intuition though. You might be able to do things that seem very risky on the outside, but your gut is really really telling you that this is something that you need to place all your bets on, right? All your bets. I'm about to go casino and really use my to play some roulette. No, I can't. I can't. That just sucks. That sucks. Just fucking sucks. I wish I could, but I can't. But if y'all want to have a casino day, maybe we should do something like that. Where we're all going to coordinate and just have this massive Zoom meeting. Yo! All I need is to see the machine you're at. Where we all hop on Zoom, camera on, you face it towards your machine. And I just like poof a little good juju at everyone, just poof a little juju at you. And, there's no rule that I can't gift people. There's no rule. There's literally no rule. I'm just saying, there's been times that I've walked around the casino like a little casino fairy. Poof, poof. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. And I remember one time, this one girl who was trying so hard to be my friend, she worked at a casino and she's like, she just got paid. And I was telling her about this, right? And this bitch calls me at like 2 in the morning, 2 in the morning. And she's like, I think she needed money for cigarettes or something or rent. I don't remember. And I was like, pick a machine with blah, blah, blah. And I told her what type of machine to pick. And then she goes, okay, I picked the machine. And I said, take a picture of it. So she took a picture of it and she texted it to me. And then I was like, all right, how much do you want? and then, I was like, we'll just do something random. Just I'm going back to sleep. And then I woke up to a whole shit ton of texts from this girl, how she like won a shit ton of money. And I was like, okay, but don't ever fucking call me again at 2 in the morning. I'm sleeping. Yeah. There ocean. Don't say things like that to me. She says, exactly. And there's no rule that we cannot gift back, right? See, now that you've told me that, I won't be able to. Had you just kept that to yourself. And I don't know why this popped in my head, but I went to transfer my funds out of PayPal. That grouchy ass hoe. PayPal is such a fucking hoe. Jesus Christ. So first you charge every transaction however many coins that you charge me for that transaction, plus you tack on a percentage, and then you're charging me to pull my money out? Bitch. They used to cap it off at $15, like, no matter how much, it's like, I think 1.5%, and the max is $15 they can charge you to transfer your money into your personal account. They took off that cap. Motherfucker, you want to charge me that much money for my own money that you already double dipped in? You fucking hoe. What a hoe. I'm saying, fuck you. I got a second and a third payment processor. Okay. No, seriously. Mm-hmm. Trick ass hoe. I'm just saying. Trap. Trap. So let me calm myself down. I went off on a bad tangent that got me like all heated. I'm starting to sweat. I'm going to figure out what widget I can use to go ahead and accept crypto as payment. Sorry. Sorry. Let me get back on track. Yeah. Fucking trick ass hoe. Okay. So the trap. There's a trap that was trying to be set, not sent. But see, it's not going to work. Hold on. See, they're trying to set this trap. They're trying to prevent that moment of realization. Oh my God. Are y'all in a third party situation? Are y'all in a third party situation? Is that what it is? Is this a third party stuff? You know how I feel about third party stuff? Stay the fuck out of it. That's how I feel about that. Yo, I saw this video recently, and it was this question of a man is seeing two women, and it could easily be a woman seeing two men. Okay. I'm just going based off the video. So a man is seeing two women. One of them he lies to about everything, and the other one knows everything that's going on. Which one is more important to him? Right? Which one was more important? Which woman is more important? And the person who duetted that video was like, the woman that he lies to all the time is the one that he cherishes because he's trying to save her feelings from getting hurt. Are you fucking serious right now? Do you think he give a shit about any of them? Are you serious right now? He lies to you because you're the one that creates issues. Not because, that's why he lies to you. Because had you known what he was going to do or what he's doing, you would make decisions for yourself that wouldn't allow him to keep doing what he's doing. Let's not romanticize people's lack of consideration for you. Seriously. Seriously. You only get to approach me if we are both free and clear of anything else. Like, I'm good off that. Seriously. You guys, these third party, oh no, it's because he's with an evil karmic. And, like do you know how many people over the past 5, 6 years, 7 years that I have spoken to that have said that? And Annie, are you I'm serious. I am so serious, you guys. And then after X amount of time, they find out like, oh, that was just an F boy. That was just an F girl. Like, all they did was totally mess up the trajectory of my life. I was good. I was healthy. And then they came along and all of a sudden, like, yo, it's a red flag when someone Amazon Prime a fuckboy starter pack. I'm just saying. There are flags. They're wearing a fucking flag. I'm just saying. Let me just ooh. Oh, y'all. I need to like whoo. Oh my goodness. Don't play with that. So this is someone, it's almost like it feels like this is a third party circumstance. They're not completely done yet with whatever this is. Someone who's trying to hinder their growth. It will naturally end when they pull back, pull away, when they conserve their energy for themselves, for their growth. Like, if you don't have the courage to correct um, erroneous decisions, then I'll tell you right now, you don't have what it takes to even be a friend of mine. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Hmm. Straight up. I recently had a friendship end over something like that, where you couldn't just take accountability and correct the mistakes that you've made, the lack of action. Like, fuck you then, bitch. You don't want to own what the fuck you did? Fuck you then. I don't give a shit. But you're not going to tear me the fuck down and make me a part of your fucking messy ass shit. I don't think so. I don't think so. And if that's the kind of energy you bring, I promise you, I won't miss your ass. I don't miss the trash when I take it out, do I? I don't wonder how it's doing. It's the fuck out of my house. That's it. That's all I need to know. It's not going to stank up in my house. I don't need to go check what condition. No, I'm good. If you can't come to someone without yourself in order and not spreading your trash all over the place, don't come around. Don't come around for real. For real. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm perfect, but I will sit here and be like, I know when I fuck up and I will try and take accountability for it and be like, I'm sorry. Like, you're being a bitch. I was hangry and you were safe. So I took my hangry out on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I even know when I'm being irritating and I'll just be quiet. Like, okay, I took it too far. I'm being irritating now. If people can't take accountability for the decisions they make and the aftermath of that decision, like, and that needs to be something you think of heavily, you know? That's something that you need to think of heavily before you make any permanent decisions, before you create any type of alchemical situations that will forever change your life. Now, the feeling that I get is from this stack of cards. This is something that needs to play out for you. For whatever reason, this is something that needs to play out for you. And play out it will. Play out it absolutely will. So, seeing the true you and receiving, they're both in reverse. So, this is telling me that you refuse to see yourself as you are. That is difficult for you to see the value in who you are, to receive in like measure. You need to. You need to. I'm going to establish a new rule for my board. If you deny something that I'm giving you, you're blocking our entire fucking board from receiving. No more denying. No more denying anything. Well, let's set this rule for our whole community. Do not block anything you're being given freely. So here's the thing, you guys. All seriousness now. For many of us, we are very accustomed to being overgivers. And so it's really, really difficult for us to allow ourselves to receive. We feel like we're going to be fine. No, you should keep this, you should this and that. And they're offering it to you, not to someone else. So you can't be like, oh no, someone else need this, so you can give it to them. No, I'm giving it to you, motherfucker. I'm giving it to you. Because I used to do that, and it used to be this thing of like, I really genuinely felt like if I allow myself to receive what's being offered to me, then someone else is going without. They were never going to offer that to whoever else I had in mind that should receive that. Right? So it needs to be this thing of you allow yourself to receive it, and then you could give it to the person that you think needs it more than you. That's fine. That's up to you. But to not allow yourself to receive the very things that creation is putting in your hands, stop it. Stop it. And that's a decree from heaven. Jesus just texted me. Here, look. Yes. Yep. At 9:27, Jesus, Yeshua the Christ, just texted me. Tell them to knock that shit off. Okay. So, I mean, I would totally screenshot and show you the receipts, but I mean, I want to preserve his privacy. Oh my God, my screen just flashed. I hope you said no. You can do with your inheritance as you please. That includes purchasing your mother's necessities yourself. So I'm hoping you said no. I hope you also looked your sister in the eyes as you said, "You greedy fucking hoe." I don't have any sisters. Well, I don't have any biological sisters. I do have a sister, my brother's wife, and she's amazing. I love her. And that's that. And that's that. Okay? But yeah, no, you could totally purchase all your mother's necessities if you feel um that level of generosity. You know, whoever bequeathed you your inheritance had the opportunity and the right to give all of that was given to you, to your mother, but they chose not to. So, sorry, mom. I'm just going to have to buy it for you. So, I totally believe in taking care of our parents who act like your parent. I totally believe in taking care of them when they no longer can take care of themselves. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I'm willing to change diapers, bathe you from head to toe, like all of that. But at no point should you ever succumb to another person's attempt to guilt you. I have a rule. You fuck with me one time, that's just like, right? Shame on me. I already knew you were going to do this. You do it twice, and it's like, now I'm really watching you. You do it 3 times and slight soft slap, right? You do it 4 times, that's enough for me to full on cock my hand all the way back, all the way back to a different area code, open my fingers for less air resistance before I swing it all the way forward. If you're going to slap someone, do it open-handed, less air resistance. And flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist upon contact. Like that. Okay? I'm just saying. Ooh. I'm just saying. See, okay, this is why I need you in my life. This, but why go through 2 and 3? This is why I need you in my life. See, now you need to be on speed dial and be like, "Hey, we're at 1. What should I do?" At which point you're gonna be like, "No, cut him off. Cut him off. You just cut him off. Don't do it. Cut him off. We don't need a 2, 3, or 4. Cut him off. Cut him off." See, that's why I need people like you in my life who can be on speed dial and let me know. Let me know, okay? But yeah, no. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Don't even tell her to F off. Ignore the shit out of her. Ignore the shit out of her and just have these beautiful conversations with your mom and be like, "Mom, do you need anything? Can I get you anything?" And make sure your mom constantly sees you are the one giving to her. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Oh, see, this is exactly why I need you. You don't have to pimp slap at 1. You just have to silent ban because that 1 finger is enough. It's enough to silently ban. You know, see what I'm saying? 1 finger is enough. It's it's more than enough. It's more than enough. And Azrael, see, Water King 1000 says, "Just seen a hummingbird." Hummingbirds are absolutely representative of my mother. My mother is co-signing what I just told you. My mom says, "What, mom? Fuck that hoe." My mom said to tell you to fuck that hoe. You want me to call her sister a hoe? My mom said your sister's a hoe. She totally would too. She tries to say bad words. She's not good at it though. Shock of the new in reverse. This is not something new. This is the same type of situation that's been happening for some time now. This is a person um who really needs to learn their value, to receive, to allow all of that. Allow all of it. Allow yourself to just be chill within your life. Receive the very thing that wants you deeply. For some of us, like, I was telling someone years ago, like, money is like this desperate ass stripper that just keeps trying to throw her ass on me. Because I had such a toxic relationship with money. Like, I hated money more than anything. Like, I felt like money was the root cause of all evil and all of this other ridiculous stuff. No, people. People are the root cause of their own evil. People are the ones who decide to be the way that they are. It's not money, it's not someone else, it's them. It is them. So I totally had to change. I totally had to change my relationship and view of money. Hold on. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I just saw something that was awesome. Give me a moment. Okay. Here we go. So the word wants to be written and against the grain in reverse, right? The word wants to be written. There's a communication that needs to take place. And this is a communication that will solidify it's a contractual agreement. Bish, wake up. Bish, the contractual agreement. Is it what I think it is? Yes. Will we be told tomorrow? Yes. Will there be any complications to that contractual agreement? No. Shiz. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's going to be amazing. For some of you, it's not amazing. For me, it is. It's going to be amazing tomorrow. So the word wants to be written. It's a contractual type of thing. I'm wondering if for some, the contractual portion has a lot to do with soul contracts. Yeah. Um, where, oh God, this is you got a soul. You have a Peladorian contract for this person. Let's see how it plays out. Against the grain in reverse. So don't be abrasive, okay? Don't be abrasive in this period. Just kind of flow and observe. Flow and observe. Just observe, 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 observe. So conscious connections in reverse. There is this subconscious connection that you have with another person. They're watching you, Pisces. They're watching you. They're upside down in their life right now, but they're watching you. They're watching you. I don't know for what or why, but they're watching. Card number 38, restore and replenish, but it's in reverse. So it's a constant outpouring of energy, a constant using up of your energy, your focus, your attention. Oh my gosh, they must be going through something really, really intense. And they can, go through that over where they're at, not bring it over here because and it's not that I'm opposed to helping people. It's that I'm opposed to adopting other people's problems at this point. See, there's a difference between helping someone and then trying to take ownership of their problems. That's not necessary. Y'all, I gotta hurry up. I gotta make some gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, egg-free pancakes and donuts and birthday cake and coconut chewy caramel. We gonna get lots of goodies today. So card number 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Card number 8 in reverse. So this is about receiving, being the hunter, not the hunted, allowing yourself to take what is rightfully yours, right? And this refers to the person that's upside down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never had Kodiak cakes. Is that the one with the bear on the picture? Is that what it is? I don't think we can have that one. And it has to be nut free, dairy free, gluten free, egg free, nut free, grain free, just free of everything. What do you feel? But it's in reverse. So they're not trying to feel. They're not trying to feel what's going on. They're trying to basically just survive their situation, I think is what's happening. They're just trying to survive. Card number 11, diving for light. I'm not saying that. Diving for light. This is ooh, so you are the light in their darkness, right? If this is going the way it's going, this better be about Frey. Frey, let me stop harassing my husband. This is someone who sees you as this super bright light, and you exist at such a deep depth that they have to dive to reach you. They have to dive back down to their original level. So, intuition, but it's in reverse. They're not paying attention to their intuition. This is like full frontal lobe activity at this point. They're really just trying to figure things out. Card number 19, shift your energy. That looks like you trying to find where you dropped your last fuck. I don't know if this is someone you need to be in contact with. I don't know. But it says embracing what deeply wants you. And then the earlier cards are the earlier cards were talking about how you're not going to be able to avoid this, that you're not going to be able to fight this off or whatever. I'm just like, that's what I was like. The big picture in reverse, someone's not seeing the big picture. This might be an opportunity versus um versus some silly F person, like an F boy, F girl. Do we still say that? Is there another term? Thought? I don't know. What's the term? What's the term? Um but yeah, someone's not seeing the big picture. This might just be a step to get you to that next place of where you're going to be launching from, right? Card number 38, acceptance of love, allowing yourself to receive love from creation itself. Just allowing yourself to receive this. Now, love does not have to be romantic or sexual. It can be something that's a friendship. It can be something like supporting you through a project, encouragement, things like that. You have to allow yourself to accept that love, to receive it. Seek beauty, but it's in reverse, right? So this is no longer a need to seek that beauty. This is about recognizing you've already found it. Your head is full of dreams, and these dreams are being allowed to propagate. They're being allowed to spread and take root. But if you're not going to address um, the other components that are necessary, those roots are not going to grow as quickly as they possibly can, right? Be your best self always. You just have to be the best part of you, the best part of you that you possibly can be, allowing that part to be what shines, what you showcase. Um, Make a decision, but it's in reverse. So this is someone who's really having a hard time making a decision. Decisions don't have to always be or sentences, right? It doesn't always have to be or. One or two. It can sometimes be and. One and two. And three and four. And one and two. And three and four. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to limit ourselves in that way? Why? Why do we have to limit ourselves in that way where we can either only have our job or only have family? You can do both. You can do both. You can do everything that you set your mind and your heart to. Trust your own understanding, but it's in reverse. So maybe we don't understand things in the way that we think, you know? Like, for example, um, someone just commented, I'm good solo. Are you? Because people who are good solo don't have the kind of, like, I feel a bitterness in that comment. Are you really good solo, or do you have no option but to be solo? And so you're trying to convince yourself that you're good solo. Because, see, I'm really, really good solo, and I never have to make that statement if I'm good solo. I'm too busy enjoying myself. Sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. We just do. It's okay to not be good solo. It's okay to be disappointed, to feel heartbroken, to verbalize that disappointment and heartbreak. It's okay for us to be in the comments. I trusted someone. I fell in love with someone. They disappointed me. I had this entire life planned out with them, and they disappointed me through their betrayal, and I'm hurt right now. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not. When we're not good, when we're not feeling good, that's usually when we say we're good. That's usually it. That is usually it. There are times we need to really be honest with ourselves and understand that we don't fully understand ourselves and our needs, you know? There, this is a very honest statement right here. I'm good waiting for a partner, but I realize I do want a partnership, right? Like the truth of not really wanting to wait around for someone to arrive, but also knowing like, I would like someone to be able to enjoy my life with, where we can witness things and experience things together. It's not this codependency that's being established where I need someone to be like, no, you don't. But it's nice to be able to witness things with people and experience things together and have those inside jokes and have someone know you so well. It's a nice experience. It's beautiful. I don't know who wouldn't want that. It's just one of those things. We have to allow ourselves to better understand ourselves so that we can be very, very clear on the intention that we're setting for ourselves. Michael is saying this. He says, it's funny that humans lie thinking other people will believe the lie. In reality, they're the only ones that believe their lie to that degree. Ooh. Oh, shizzle sticks. Oh, damn, Michael. Meow, meow. Mikey is pure meow, meow right now. Ideal course of action. There you go. You got a reptile on your head. So for some, you got to be careful that your thoughts, your perceptions are not being predetermined or incepted by parasitic reptilian efforts, right? We just gotta, I don't know. We gotta understand this. Okay. We gotta understand this. Ideal course of action is to first recognize that your thoughts potentially are being incepted by these draconian, reptilian, negative, whatever. Lindsay, can you ban that person? Your energy just sucks, and I would love for you to just quit commenting. We'll unban you after the live stream is done, or maybe not. But really, what the fuck do you need to keep commenting for? You're good, then be good. Who gives a shit? I don't give a shit. Is that what you need? Some harshness in your life? I'd like to think you've had enough harshness. But when you keep with that same shitty attitude and you're trying to like spread toxicity and toxic attitude just because what you're having a shitty day, so now you're just going to keep having this what? Sarcasm? Your sarcasm sucks. At least be fucking funny when you're sarcastic. Yeah. It says a lot if I'm addressing you in this way. It really truly says a lot because I don't just randomly address people in this way. I really don't. I'm not a nasty person, but I'm a truthful one. And I will lay that truth down like a fucking brick road. Yeah. Mhm. Probably got demonic shit going on. She's trying to be nice about it. I wasn't going to say anything. And then the card popped up. That's some demonic activity in your head. And you had to keep commenting. So now let me just fully fucking address you head on. Address you for you instead of allowing myself to simply be inspired to talk about subject matter because of a comment that I saw. I'm addressing you directly now. Be gentle with yourself. In reverse, sometimes we got to just communicate our truth and our needs blunt. Be blunt as fuck. Because when you try and dance around and be politically correct, you know what politics is? Grown ups arguing in a way where you can't call it arguing, right? Yeah. I'm not politically correct. See, thank you. I learned from you. And there is an example of banning at one. There you go. I'm learning. I'm a fast learner. Love matters. Love does matter. And love for the self is the most important type of love that you can experience. Love for the self is a type of love that will then program all the other loves that you allow into your life. All the other relationships will use your relationship with yourself as a foundation from which it will build. If your foundation with yourself is rickety, then I don't know how you could possibly expect to build something long term with another person. Now, in my case, my foundation for myself was very rickety. My husband's foundation for himself was very solid, very, very solid. And he allowed me to borrow some bricks from his foundation to solidify my own. And that's how we built a life together when he shared his bricks with me and I shared my wooden posts with him and we began building something together, right? That's a beautiful thing. You don't have to be a completely you don't have to be completely cognitive of your wholeness, your totality to receive love. Sometimes we learn about healthy love from the very people who love us, even when we are not feeling as though we are worthy of that love. Yeah, ocean lover. This is definitely a very important stance that I have. Don't treat your sacred space like a dumping ground because it's not. It's just not, you know? This is not a dumping ground. This is a sacred space. This is a place where we can play together, talk together, grow together. You know, one time I was in the Philippines and I'm Filipina. I was born there. And, you know, yeah, so I get it. But when I saw this, I was just like, what the actual fuck? We were going into the mall and this woman, she looked like she was maybe in her 40s. She was holding hands with a toddler girl, maybe like 3 or 4 years old. And she stopped right in front of the door, the automatic doors that slide open to go to the mall, and she tells the little girl, hurry up, just go ahead, hurry up." And this little girl was wearing a little sundress, and she went and peed. She squatted and peed right in the middle of the door you used to go into the mall. I was like, that's what I did. You couldn't I mean, okay, I get it, maybe she couldn't hold it anymore. Maybe, I don't know, but fucking have her go to the side, right, Cameron? Yes, LOL, that's PI. I was just like, bitch. And I was walking into the mall, and so I had to stop because she was right in front of me. Like, her child just popped a squat, like literally 2, 3 feet in front of me. My thing is this: I can make excuses for children, right? I can be like, oh my gosh, well, okay, she's a toddler. Maybe she couldn't hold it. I guess it's better for her to just like pee versus, have an accident, because that would feel more embarrassing for a child, especially if you're out at the mall. And so that's how I rationalized it. But when you're a grown ass adult, when you are a grown ass adult, don't think that I'm going to be okay with you popping a squat here in my sacred space. I'll kick you in the ass as you're squatted. I will kick you in your ass. I could so visual. I would kick you in the ass. Um, I could. I could totally kick someone in the ass as they do that, because no, you don't get to just do whatever you want in other people's space. And part of the way you teach people how to regard your space as sacred is you don't tolerate the fuckery. Don't tolerate the fuckery. Don't tolerate the fuckery. Ever. Ever. I kind of wonder, did I used to tolerate fuckery when I was younger? I don't think I ever did. I don't think that I ever have been capable of tolerating someone's fuckery. I don't think I have. Nope. Expansion in reverse. So, really, again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier in the reading, where someone is causing someone else. See that hand and then that phantom of a person? It's like they're causing someone else to delay their growth, to delay all of that expansion of awareness of self. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Be bold and make the first move. So, multiplying it by 3 hours, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. 3 hours, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Expect powerful change. Something's cranking up. Anywho, a personal issue reaches a resolution. Maybe you're dealing with a cancer, or you are a cancer, or there's some type of cancer in this equation, but a personal issue involving a cancerian is going to reach a resolution. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. Allow yourself to see. You know what? That came out in the cards as well, right? Yeah. The big picture. About allowing yourself to really truly see what's happening in your life. This is a shifting in order to create space for something amazing to come through. There's a new moon in Cancer coming up. Would that be within 3 weeks? Because maybe that's when things are set to occur for some of you. Show the world the real you, like allowing yourself to show the real you. Emptying out all of that stagnant water from those vases. I think an Aquarian, they don't feel sorry or ashamed about needing to dump out those stagnant buckets of water, those vessels that contain they don't feel um sorry about that. They don't feel embarrassed. It's just part of maintenance, right? Because every time I see an image depicting Aquarius energy, they're always dumping the water out. Maybe it's time for you to purge out some of the things that prevent you from showing the world who you really are. For those who have been chasing communities, you want to be a part of a community, but you never quite fit in. And, you know, um, it's just one of those things. One of those things that I had to learn in a very viscerally felt way, where the moment I stopped chasing this need to belong to a community, my energy went into creating the community I needed. One where I don't have to be anything outside of who I am, as I am, when I am. And I'm still celebrated. I'm still loved. I still feel like I'm cherished, like I matter. And I hope that all of you feel that while you're here, except when you're acting a fucking fool. Then no, you shouldn't. We shouldn't celebrate that shit. We shouldn't cherish when you're acting a fool. But when you're not acting a fool, I hope you absolutely feel that when you're here, you know? And for some, maybe you're drawn to act a fool here so that you can finally have someone who actually has a gigantic set of testicular energy. I have a big set of balls. I'm not going to mince words with you. If you're acting out of pocket, I will pick you up and put your ass back in your pocket, zip that shit shut, and then button it. Remember how to behave in my presence. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We can joke around a lot, but yeah, no, there are certain lines that should not be crossed. And those lines involve not turning my personal sacred space into a fucking trash receptacle. You crack me up. The testicular fortitude is strong. Testicular fortitude. I'm going to have that tattooed on me. It's not okay to not respect and honor this sacred space. Thank you for the reminder, Ocean Lover. Miss Clark says, I agree with PayPal being a hoe because she is. PayPal is a hoe. Anyways, conclusions are within reach. It's about time. It's about time. There's some things that need to conclude. And the conclusion that people need to come to has a lot to do with letting toxicity go. Hold your vision. So it's in reverse. And the feel that I get for this card is not that you can't hold your vision, it's that you are prepared to put action behind that vision. And so you're going to be calling in the very things that you're wanting, right? What? Are you joking? Oh, cutie. Oh my God. What a cutie. What a freaking Gerber cutie. Is it really in 3 weeks and 3 days? I'm very gullible, so I will believe you. Is it in 3 weeks and 3 days? I don't know. Looks good to me. Luck is on your side. This is a lot of Sagittarius energy coming through. You don't need luck. When you prepare your whole life for that moment, it's not luck. It has nothing to do with luck and everything to do with taking what's yours, with receiving, embracing what is rightfully in your arms, placed in your arms by creation itself. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Kimber. Thank you. She says, I've always felt safe in your space, Emmy. You always speak your truth. I've learned a lot from you on my self love journey. I love that. I love that. And then a time to give rather than to take. It's in reverse. What's wrong with taking? As Pisceans, we are so programmed to believe that we are so horrendous for taking, aka receiving, because receiving apparently is taking. Let me school you on the difference between the two. See this? These are my AirPods. See, this is me taking, right? That's taking. This is me receiving. It's a passive action. Pisces, you can still stay as passive AF as you want when you receive. You see that? Taking. That's taking. Receiving. Huge difference. Huge, huge difference. When you allow yourself to receive, it's rightfully yours. What's rightfully yours will always be placed in your hands. It will be placed close enough for you to grasp, for you to touch and hold. Stop pretending you don't want what you want. Stop pretending that you are okay with not having what it is you actually need. It's okay to have wants and needs. You know what's more okay than having wants and needs? Actually taking the action to fulfill those wants and needs. Never at the cost of someone else, never at the cost of even just their dignity. That's not okay. But when everything aligns to present you with what you need to be presented, why would you deny it? But because you haven't earned it? Who said? How do you know this is not the end result of decisions you made 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? I mean, how far back do we have to go before you feel like you've earned it enough? Where I am right now and what I receive right now is a result of a decision I made in 2014. The most scariest decision I've ever made in my life. And I'm not sorry for the decision. I have no regrets about the way everything played out. I'm exactly where I need to be when I need to be there. I'm surrounded by the people that I need in my life. All of you guys, not just the people behind the scenes, but all of you guys. So what's there to push away? What's there to regret? What's there to nothing? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing. I have earned what I have through the life that I have lived. There's nothing that I have that's not rightfully mine, not rightfully worked for in some capacity. Stop punishing yourself just because you don't have someone willing to punish you in your life. That came straight from Michael. Stop punishing yourself just because you don't have someone in your life that is willing to punish you for you. We have to recognize when we're in these cycles. We have to recognize when we have far too deeply believed, listened to, heard. So that's backwards. Heard, listened to, and believed the words of someone who wants us to succeed, but never more than what they give us permission to succeed up to. I don't care what you give me permission for. I used to. I used to. I used to care tremendously. I used to care so much, I made myself sick, literally, physiologically, physically sick. Because I cared so much about people giving me permission to exist. And the only time they ever gave me permission to exist was when they were benefiting from my existence. It took me having as many kids as I have, which is a lot of kids. A lot of kids. To finally realize I'm going to be teaching them the same thing. How can they be future world leaders if I fail in teaching them how to lead themselves? How to lead themselves through the valleys and up the mountains so that they can exist wherever it is they choose. Have you convinced yourself you only need to learn how to rock climb? Every mountaintop has a corresponding valley at the foot of it. Learn both. Learn how to walk upright with your dignity intact. Learn how to sit humbly at the top of the mountain and observe the beauty of the world. Observe it with clarity and peace. So when you climb back down, you can share with everyone at the foot of the mountain who did not have the courage to climb with you how beautiful it is and worth all the effort and the risk just to be able to see life in a different way. Learn both. Learn how to exist in any environment you're in. Learn it all. Learn yourself. Learn your limits and go beyond it. Don't ever hold yourself back, not from moving forward and not from receiving. Receiving is for when you're in the now. When you move forward, you will begin creating. If you have a problem receiving, keep moving forward, because in that forward movement, you're creating potentialities. You're creating things that will not just benefit you, but also all the people around you. There's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with needing to sit down and rest for a little while and being honest about that need to rest. It's okay to be honest with yourself. It's also okay to have an off day and need to lie to yourself momentarily because that's the only way you're going to survive that moment, right? You know, one of my teeth I had to get a root canal and a crown put in. And this dentist does not do sedation work. They don't put you to sleep. They'll do laughing gas, but they don't put you to sleep. Well, here's the thing. That tooth was broken. I had broke the filling and I let it go for far too long. And so I needed a root canal, and I'm allergic to lidocaine and epinephrine. I have anaphylaxis if you inject that into me. That means my airway will close up. Depending on how much you inject into me and where you inject it, I could possibly die. And so I was desperate because I was in so much pain that I was like, I got this. It's okay. I got it. I got it. It's fine. I have multiple types of genetic conditions. I told him you can try the lidocaine without any epinephrine because I know epinephrine that's what will really kill me. So he tried the lidocaine, and because of my connective tissue issues, um, I had like 4 times the dose within 15 minutes. My body was just burning it up, burning it up. He had already created a hole in my tooth. That's the point of no return. He can't leave it like that. He can't pack it in either. He can't pack it with something. He has to do a full on pulpectomy, I think it's called. I got a root canal with no numbers. And he kept asking me, "Are you okay?" "I'm fine. I'm fine." And I kept lying. "I'm fine." And then my body went into shock. His dental assistant was like, "Are you cold?" "No, I'm fine." "Why?" She goes, "You're shaking." And I was like, "I actually feel hot. Feels like my body is burning up." And then I looked at her, and she's looking at the dentist, and they both look like they want to cry. And the dentist says, "We have to stop." "No, I'm fine." He goes, "No, you're not. We'll make a second appointment. We'll bring you back. I've cleaned enough of it out that we can pack it now and give you a break. And I was like, no, keep going. He's like, you're not fine. Mind you, my body was shaking, like visibly. And I guess I was low key hyperventilating because I started developing the crab claws. When you hyperventilate, your thumbs, they will just seize up like this and you can't move it, you can't open it. So I'm laying there in some type of hyperventilation state, shaking with my body going into shock. And I kept lying, saying I was fine. If you've never had a root canal done with 0 medications, don't fucking talk to me about pain and how much pain you've been in. Don't. And I didn't cry and I didn't scream. And when he was done, I sat up and I was like, "Thank you so much. I'm sorry that was so difficult." And he was just looking at me like, "You're fucking crazy." Because that's the degree of me catering to other people's needs. I don't want to inconvenience you. You've already scheduled me for this slot. Just keep going. I don't want to take up more of your schedule. It's fine. I'll deal with the pain. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. We don't. So I have a ton of old fillings that need to be replaced. And when I needed to replace another one, you best believe, no, I'm not fucking around. I can't have this. I can't have that. Can you knock me the fuck out? Yes, I'll go to you then. Mm-hmm. Yes. Because I'm done lying to myself about what I need and what I'm okay with, what I'm not okay with. I don't have to suffer in that way. I don't. There's nothing that I've done in my life. There is nothing that you have done in your life that would justify your self punishment. Nothing. And so we have to allow ourselves to be very, very honest and very, very real about where we're at within our journey. If you haven't reached that place where you kind of like yourself now, that's okay. Just be honest with yourself though. Because when you can be honest with yourself, you can begin doing more of the necessary work to get to where you want to be, to get to where you need to be. And that's kind of the goal, right? When it takes injury to make you stop and appreciate yourself was never a story that we had to live, but don't have to choose to tell again. Yeah. And that's not the first time I've done something like that to myself. It's not. I've gotten myself into a lot of situations where the pain is excruciating and unbearable, and I just grin and bear it because I don't want to inconvenience anyone else. So I just grin and bear it. Why? Because I've been conditioned my entire life to believe that I'm so inconvenient. And the first time that I ever came across someone who didn't make me somehow feel like it's inconvenient, dealing with me is so inconvenient, was my husband. Mhm. Yep. And even in the presence of that type of just full on unconditional love, we've been together since I was 19, 20, something. 19? I don't know. And yeah, I barely learned this over the last couple years. Barely learned it over the last couple years. And I have no shame in that. I'm in my 40s and I'm barely learning this. If we're going to be really honest, shit. I barely learned this a year ago. Well, shit. Yeah, I barely learned this a year ago. That's when I finally was like, "Fuck that. No. No, no more. No more. I'm done. I'm really, really done. Like, I'm not just saying I'm done. I'm really, really done. Fuck that. No, thank you. About a year ago. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. I promise you. It doesn't matter how long. The people who try and convince you that you need to reach a certain level of development by a certain age or stage or whatever, they don't know shit. They haven't even reached it themselves. Because the people who have reached it themselves, they're not telling other people what to do. They're basking in the afterglow of what they've achieved. They're sitting in a place of peace, sacred space that they just, if there's no competition, there's nothing. You would have to ask them. You know why I use cards? Aside from the fact that I have raging ADHD. um, I exist in a space that I just described, and I have no desire to lecture people. So unless you ask me, I will gladly just sit and observe. I will gladly just sit and observe. That's why I'm so appreciative of Ocean Lover coming on when I do my podcast on Tuesdays. And she feels like she doesn't really do, like, no, girl. I would not talk about any of this stuff if you didn't ask me, because that's the space that I exist in. Once I've learned something, I don't really need to talk about it unless someone asks me. What's the point of talking about it? Everyone's at their own place in their own journey. Like, I don't need to lecture you. I don't need to say things to make you feel like you're less than. But when you ask, absolutely, I'll share. Absolutely. I would love to share. What else would you like to hear about my experiences and my perception? Right? It's a beautiful thing to reach that place where the value of what you've learned can also be valuable for someone else just by witnessing you, just by witnessing the sharing that you go through, you know? Um, Lisa says most Pisces empaths labeled as inconvenient until we're convenient. It's true. It's very, very true. All right, guys, I got to get going. Thank you everyone for all the happy birthday wishes for my guy. If y'all could please give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell and join me when I'm live. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Tomorrow is podcast day. I hope I see you